That's the thing with online courses. That's the thing that no one talks about. You can make all this money. Sure. I guess there is no ceiling, but honestly, there's no ceiling with my business either. There's no ceiling as a consultant. I can take on as many clients as I want. I can make as much money as I want. Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk to you about online courses because it's something that I was looking into. I kind of went into a deep dive on YouTube myself and started watching videos about creating online courses and all this money you can make and everything, which I'll get into later. But I started chatting with Claude, and I pay for Claude, so I think it's like Sonnet 4.2. I don't even know. They keep updating AI. It's changing so much. But I pay $20 a month for Claude, and I highly recommend it. But I said to Claude, and I even printed it out. I'm Gen X. I printed it out. But anyway, I said, I think the only courses that actually make money are the ones teaching others how to make money, which is silly. And Claude said, you're basically right. And there's actually a name for it. I didn't know that. It's called Make Money Online, MMO Meta Courses. And it's been running a joke critique in the online business world for years. The most profitable course is the one teaching you to sell courses. The second most profitable is teaching you to run ads to sell your course. It's turtles all the way down. What does that mean? It's turtles all the way down. Claude is hilarious. But I'd push back slightly on the only because there are legitimate course categories that genuinely make money. Okay, so here's the categories that genuinely make money according to Claude. Highly specific professional skills such as Excel, Lightroom, coding boot camps, welding certificates. Okay. Regulated industries where people need structured learning, such as real estate, licensing, prep, financial planning. That makes sense. Hobbies with passionate spending audiences, such as watercolor painting, sourdough, fly tying. Have you watching the show The Madison? Fly fishing, I'm sure, is just exploded because of that series. And then anything where the transformation is fast and measurable. The difference is those courses solve a concrete, specific problem. Quote, learn to make $10,000 a month from your expertise is vague and aspirational. Quote, learn to edit podcast audio in Adobe Audition in a weekend is tangible. The real irony is this particular person, which I'm not going to name names, but this particular person is that she's teaching people to build courses that will then compete with each other in the same space. She doesn't care. She already sold these people her tens of thousands of dollars in a course. Everyone comes out the other end trying to sell their own coaching program, saturating the exact market she trained them to enter. The AI angle you raise is a bigger story. The value of information-based courses is collapsing fast. Because I said, why do you even need a course? Like, we're just using AI now. Like, why would you even buy a course? So what survives, Claude said, is certificates and credentials. AI can teach you, but can't give you the badge. Community and accountability. AI can't be your peer group. Hands-on access, such as mentorship, critique, live feedback. A niche so specific, AI answers are still shallow. Your outdoor conservation PR world is actually a decent example of this. And then what Claude said, honestly, the smart play for someone like you isn't a course at all. It's probably a small high-touch mastermind or advisory group. Yeah. So the thing about online courses, besides just what Claude sort of blew up for us, I was watching videos and they're like, well, you can make $10,000 a month. And it's like, well, girlfriend, I already make $10,000 a month in my consulting business. And I actually make more than that in my $10,000 a month is not that much if you run your own business, if you're doing your own thing. If it's a side hustle in addition to your full-time job, we used to think, look, I'm Gen X. Like, when we grew up, I used to think $100,000 was the pinnacle. Like, you made it if you made six figures, right? That was the pinnacle. You're supposed to drive a Cadillac and you're supposed to make six figures a month. In 2026, six figures. Do you watch enough Dave Ramsey? People making six figures and are like living paycheck to paycheck. It is ridiculous. So saying to make $10,000 a month or $120,000 a year, that's before taxes. That's before taxes. And when you own your own business, you should be saving roughly 40% for the government, for the federal government, and for the state taxes. Roughly 40%. You should be saving. And then you should be saving another 10, 15, 20% for your own savings, for your own Roth IRA, for your own savings plan, for your emergency fund, whatever that is. They don't teach you that in these online courses. They don't talk about how to like operate a business. They don't talk about taxes. They don't talk about registering your LLC in the state where you are and how much you should be putting aside for taxes and the fact that you should be paying quarterly taxes. They don't talk about that. So the 120,000 a year, if you're putting 40% aside for taxes, so your take home pay, it's not 120,000. Math. It's not 120,000. So it's not a lot of money at the end of the day. And you just spent $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 for an online course that essentially is going to run you into debt. That's the thing with online courses. That's the thing that no one talks about. You can make all this money. Sure. I guess there is no ceiling, but honestly, there's no ceiling with my business either. There's no ceiling as a consultant. I can take on as many clients as I want. I can make as much money as I want as a consultant. There is no ceiling for me. However many hours I want to work, how much time and energy I want to put into it, how much I want to charge. No one tells me. It's my own business. It's my own thing. I just got to save 40% for taxes. That's all. I just got to pay my quarterly taxes, which boy, and when you own your own business, April comes around, not only are you paying your first quarter, well, your second quarter, because you had to pay in January, second quarter quarterly taxes, you also had to pay your tax bill for 2025. A lot of money goes out in April. Okay. Let me just tell you that. A lot of money. So online courses. I'm not a fan. I've never taken one of these online courses. I've always been interested in them. But like I said, with Claude, with AI, the way AI is expanding, I don't know. I feel like I could create a model or a project within Claude and create my own online course. I'm sure there's an AI model out there that will just bing, bang, boom, create an online course for you. Someone already thought of this. I just don't think you need to be paying someone who's churning out, 3, 4 videos a week on YouTube, and she's making money on those videos. I mean, she's making thousands of dollars every month. She says she has like I don't know what she was saying, 7-figure annual income, I think, or something like that. Good for her. I'm happy for her. I don't know. In today's day and age, I don't know about online courses. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think? If you've taken an online course, how was it? Did you apply it? I would love to hear. Until next time.